Today we're having a look at hanging this wall shelf. So we always have a few options when hanging wall shelves. You can go with simple, just drive screws straight through the entire thing, right into a stud in the wall, but I prefer something that looks a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner than that. So what we're doing today is laying out and eventually cutting some keyhole slots. We use a plunge router with a keyhole bit, and that's what we'll be doing here. So to do this shelf's about 18 inches wide, roughly, 18 and a 16th. So my first step is to lay out exactly the center of this. So going about half a millimeter under 23 centimeters. I'm laying out my center line first. Ideally, what I would like is to go in each direction equally. So I always start with the center line. Most stud layouts in houses around BC are 16 inches on center. So I line up the 8-inch mark with my center line. I come to the end, make a mark, and I do the same thing at the 16-inch mark. Okay, so I've got my center line. Now I've got a 16-inch gap based around that center line. The next thing I'll do is square up those lines, cheating by using this ruler. Just hold the ruler so that it's straight along that top edge. Flip the ruler over. So the ends of the ruler are 90 degrees. I could also do this using a square. Draw those lines. Now I've got something to work from. What I'm looking to have is a start and stop line for my cut. So I'll show you that. I'm going to come down 1 1/8 on the top. I'll come down 1/2 inch on the top as well. I'll bring this into focus a little bit better so you can see what we've done. So here we are. There's my center line, and I've got a cross hatch halfway down from the edge, and 1 1/8 down from the edge. That gives me a start point and a stop point for my cut with the router. I'll do the same thing at the other end, and then I'll show you how to make those cuts. Before getting this set up in the router, I just wanted to show you what the keyhole slot bit looks like. Basically, it's got a wide section at the end, looks kind of like a puck on a stick, and then it necks down. And the idea is when you use this bit, it gets plunged in so that it goes a little bit deeper, and then it moves sideways, and that leaves us with a spot for the screw head to be, and also some wood left over to hold the screw head firmly. I'll get this set up in the router, and I'll show you how to make the cuts. I've got the bit mounted in a router, and I just want you to notice that there's about almost 1/4 inch between this section and the bottom of the router plate, and that's that we've got a reasonable amount of wood that will hold the screw, that will hold the shelf up on the wall using the screw head. It's clamped down. I'm using a box to hold it off the table, and I recommend that you play around with using the plunge mechanism, the plunge lock, so you get used to the feel. And the idea is I want to start just over the wood with the bits. The bit's about 1.5 millimeters, 2 millimeters over the wood. I'm going to plunge it down. Once I've gone all the way to the depth stop, and I slide over, I follow that center line that I drew first, and stop. I release the switch at the end of my cut, wait for it to stop. Once it stops, I'll pull it back and bring it back up again. So that's what you'll see when I make the cut. So that's what the keyhole slot looks like when you're finished. I'll just repeat that at the other end, and I'll be ready to hang this on the wall.